So, a very good afternoon to all. Welcome to Tally CA Connect. After the festival season and the Tally's participation at the GloPack hosted by ICI, we are back with the CA Connect sessions. Today's topic of discussion is based on advanced approach to GST in TallyPrime 3.0. We all use Tally, but there are so many other easy and useful tricks which people miss out on, and one of those useful discussion will happen today with our expert, that is and Tally evangelist Rajendra Mithari. As I always say, Rajendra sir knows Tally inside out and always have the unique ideas for our CA Connect sessions to help the community make the optimum use of Tally Prime. And before we deep dive into today's discussion, I would like to add that we have something new and exciting coming up next week. That is our upcoming product launch of TallyPrime 4.0, which has much awaited features. Some of you must have already seen the beta version through the help of Tally partners. Others, if you have not, please stay tuned for the invite for our virtual launch event, which will be sending you probably today, late evening, or tomorrow. And it will have the details of how the event will be live streamed, and there will be demo rooms in 8 different languages for the ease of understanding. Please do register yourself because there might be a case that might be limited seats due to high demand. So please do register as soon as you receive the invite. Thank you so much. Over to you, Rajendra sir.
Yes. Thanks, Om. So I'm just sharing my screen and switch off my camera. Yeah.
Okay, sir. Sure.
So again, very good afternoon to all. The session today it's planned for advanced approach for GST with TallyPrime 3.0. So what is actually points we are going to cover in the session is live validation of GSTIN and HSN. So we needs to validate multiple GST numbers at a time, so that number is actually correct or not. That is the first thing. Then that GSTIN is surrendered or it is suspected, or you can say it is blocked, unblocked, or active. So these kind of varieties we have to check for multiple clients at a time. So that is the first task. Also with HSN, so I have multiple items in my inventory and I have to check all HSN numbers are correct or not, or it is actually belonging that same correct quality category. Then second one we are going to see for multi GSTN from TallyPrime 3.0. So how we can handle multi state GST numbers, like I have branch at head office in Maharashtra, and a branch at Karnataka, and a branch at some other state like Gujarat. So I have to manage a single data for multi states. Also, we will do share materials on that. Then next one is suppose a party. The third point is a party for which we are doing accounting in the books of suppose XYZ company, and that party, that client is not registered under GST, but he is going to purchase from a registered person who is charging GST on both goods and services. So how I can handle that GST part as a landed cost for my client? So that is the main part also. And last simple topic is there, that we can use some small SQL commands to get some data fetching from Tally to Excel. And suppose register I want with party name, GST number, and PAN and XYZ data. So how can I do it? So these four contents actually we are going to plan in this session. So with the validation point, I'm going to start for my session, that is validation of GST and HSN number. Okay. So validation is actually, so I am actually moving on Tally screen directly, not on PPT, so that I can remember my points. So just PPT is prepared. So here is the data. The data is not having so much inventory and ledgers, but for understanding how we are going to do validation, I am moving on my ledger, alter a ledger. Just we are going to see one by one first, and then in bulk. So suppose this is the party I have selected. and here is the GST number entered. Okay. If you entered a wrong number, Tally already making some pop-ups here that the number is wrong. So suppose that last digit is 9 and I am putting here 1. Okay. So Tally is popping me that number is wrong. Okay. That is the credentials in Tally database itself. Okay. But is this number is blocked or not? I cannot judge from this window directly. So here is the right side is the button get GSTIN info. Right side, my cursor is there. I am moving my cursor. So here is the button. You can press Alt L also. Alt L. Click. It is again just asking me yes or no. Yes. Enter. I want to check this. And see, two parts are there. One is left side, which is by default we have entered in Tally database. And right side is in blue color. It is fetched from website also. And at the end, see, I am putting dummy name actually. Data is trial data. So I'm just putting any name. And here is the actual name derived from that GST number. Okay. Which is in the books of government GST portal. So here is the registered or unregistered, that flag is there, registration type, then active or inactive, and then is it blocked or unblocked by a department. Okay. So this is one by one how we can check a ledger is valid GST number or not. This is the first thing. Same way, suppose I am moving on stock item, and that HSN number is 4567. We know that is not a correct number. So let's see what happens. So here is the button at right side, Alt B. So I can press here, get HSN oblique SSE info. Click. Again asking me, yes. Yes. So that invalid HSN code. So suppose if this is HSN code is invalid, I am just putting a valid GST number, HSN number, and we can try it from portal. Okay. See, whatever we are going to see in this session is 100% on Tally screen, practical screen. Okay. So I am just taking one HSN code for laptop. HSN code for laptop. So 8471. Just I'm copying it to the my Tally screen, and it is applicable from 1st April. This is the new window. People might be unknown about that. If you are putting any information here, so Tally is asking you one date. Suppose this is the date I am putting here. So Tally is asking you from which date you are going to update this. Okay. So again, I am putting here the correct number and save. It is asking you for effective from previous vouchers and masters. Yes. Now I am clicking here to get HSN info. Click. Yes. Yeah. Now 8471 is the correct HSN code for this description as per the books of GST portal. For GST portal have this kind of status for 8471. Okay. Now the turn is to see multi validation of GST numbers and SSC or HSN codes. Okay. So that I can put two data actually. One data I have some only 1 and 2 data entered as GST numbers. So just going in display. Okay. Then statute reports, then GST reports. We can move from go to also, and here you can see GST utilities. See GST utilities, and here update party GSTIN. Now you have choice that which group you want to see. Also you have choice which ledger you want to see. So I am taking all items, both side, all groups. See again a button. That first one is exception only. So exception only means ledgers not having GST numbers and show all. So I'm audible and visible. So internet connection is correct, madam?
Yes, sir. Perfect.
Yeah. So there was a message that internet connection is lost. Okay. So here you can see exception only means ledgers not having GST number, and this is default screen by Tally. You have to press all ledger button because we want to validate all ledgers. Okay. So I'm putting here get GST info, click. So the Tally is asking you whether that first line you have selected, whether you want to validate that or you want to just validate all GST numbers. So I'm putting here all. So yes. Now one is validated, enter. Now here you can see in a faint screen right side at the last set GSTN oblique UIN info. So that is slightly gray color. So not send means that that is empty numbers. It is not sent to GST portal and not verified. Okay. So it is sent. Now just check what is the status of that number. So I am exporting that data to the Excel. Okay. And exporting with the new name, just A. I'm putting enter. So one Excel is created by Tally here, and now you can filter it as you want. So for only for a purpose to save our time, I have data which have 1280 GST numbers in my database. So that is exported by me in a Excel. I can show how Tally given results to me. See. So here Tally show me that GST number is active, not sent. Then you can see here blocked. You can see cancel also. Okay, everything is there cancelled. So you can now make a database filtered with your desired status. So I can see yes, yes. So here I can see only suspected numbers. Means there is a rule actually for suspension by department. I can show you what is the rule for that. Suppose a person having that entity having GSTR monthly based and he failed to file GSTR for continuous 6 months, then it will be called as suspended. And if that is quarterly return filer, then 2 quarters, if he is failed to file a return, then it is suspended. So this kind of status you can find here and you can take action. Most important thing, why it is important to see that particular status. More importantly, suppose a party is blocked by department. Okay, so I can choose here blocked. So what happens? Okay, not said, information cancelled and blocked. It means that party is blocked because of X reasons, by that party return not filer, payment not done, notices are not answered, not complied, everything. But what is a dangerous part from my side? First thing, I cannot take input tax credit from this type of party. So you are taking in your books, but in GST return filing and other utilities, it will be pop up that setup is not allowed, and notice will be at your portal, and you have to answer it. Secondly, you cannot make any e-way or e-invoice to that party. That is the worst reason. So your sales is stopped to that party, only to that party, and even he cannot prepare e-way bill from his side. So in short, that party is aside make aside for by the department that no one can do transaction with him. So we have to monthly basis, you have to check your status of your data. That status is showing either blocked or cancelled. Many times people are closing their businesses and they are still using the same GST number and preparing a new business. For example, my business was footwear business and GST number is blocked or anything. I have closed that business and number is surrendered. So again, I am using that same number till my new business is not started. So that is wrong practice. Many things happened in these types of scenario, and you have to just aware about it. Now that is a simple, and also we can see how we can get information of HSN of multiple stock items. So here in statutory reports, GST report and utility, you can see update GST. Okay, update GST rate setup. You can select here stock item. Okay, and once you select here, see the on the item. So the first cursor is on my category. That category I can change by HSN wise. See here, HSN wise. Okay. Actually, I can show my live data also, no problem. So data having some in important HSN codes. So I will request to ma'am. So in editing, you can hide actually that. Just a minute. This is my live one, and you can say here display statutory report and GST with GST utilities with GST rate setup. So all stock items and all inventories are here. Okay, so these are my from my percentage wise GST rate 5%, 18%. And right side, if you click here by HSN wise, then tally is given me by HSN wise. So 99 is my service code and these types of HSNs. Now I can select here all by control shift space, select all. And at the right side, there is the button get HSN oblique SSE info. So my cursor is there. I'm moving that. So you can just see easily. I'm putting here, click. Tally is asking me whether you want to verify. Yes. Just in a few seconds, there are 36 items. So Tally is showing me all items with HSN code with its proper HSN description. And suppose there is error, see here, rejected one is there, rejected one. Total successful 37, one is rejected. Let us see what is rejected. If it is showing at the yes, at the end of the screen, Tally is showing me this is rejected. So there is a dummy item which is prepared for demo. So it is invalid HSN code 1234. So this is very nice feature given by Tally, but we have to use it. And also in HSN, you have some criteria given by a department that 6-digit or 8-digit or 4-digit. And in many cases, you have to use 6-digit at least. So 6-digit HSN code is preferred. Okay, and obviously Tally is having that capability directly fetching data without any time interval, and it is literally we have just using stopwatch and see that 1298 ledgers it is verifying in only 1.30 seconds, means 1 minute 30 seconds. So it is very nice feature given by Tally. Okay, so just for recap, I am showing here how we seen multi HSN validation. So display, then statute reports, then GST report, and then we are putting your GST utility, just selecting GST rate setup, and party GST. There are two useful. So we can see here stock item because I am using rates at the inventory level. So I am using stock item. Control shift space, select all. If you want to just verify only few items, you can select few items and you can click here, get GST, get HSN info. That's it. Only 4 we have selected by spacing spacebar and 4 are verified by department. So total successful 4. Yeah. So this way, I also always check my GST status of all parties, and it is very nice for me. So I can put here my sundry creditors, and then all items of sundry creditors, and I can select here, yes, verify and show all ledger. See here, all ledger. By default, Tally is putting only exception. I can put here show ledger, show all, and just selecting here. I think it is 48 plus and total 70 ledgers. It may be take only 1 minute, less than 1 minute. See, yes, 64 are verified and the report is ready. You have to just export this report. Okay, that is already I have done. Export and see what is the status. Is it blocked? Is it suspended or whatever? So this is the first topic I have completed here. Validation of HSN and GST numbers. So we can take FAQs after the session completed, and we are moving to next topic that is very interesting for all of us, multi GSTN. Okay, how we can create multi GSTN in Tally. So moving on my demo data. See, normally we are using GST setup from F11 from here, pressing yes. See, I have created two GST registrations. How we are creating here? How we are creating? By default, we are creating, for example, my first state is Maharashtra. So when I am putting all information here, Tally is prompting me directly to accept. Okay. And instead of accept, you can press here backspace and set here, I want to create a multiple GST registration. Put here yes. And as you press accept, Tally is prompting you for next state. Okay. So next state, you can put here all information and save it. By this way, I am creating two registrations. Yeah. Now, how to use that registrations in Tally? So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 scenarios, multiple scenarios likewise, like suppose a customer having branch at 2 states and have using different series of voucher. But data is already prepared. Suppose data prepared, Karnataka data is different, Maharashtra data is different. Karnataka having 1, 2, 3, 4 numbers, Maharashtra having 1, 2, 3, 4 numbers. Now, that is the big challenge for us, how to merge that data. Because as per GST rules, you cannot put a single same number, unique number for multiple taxable vouchers, and you cannot upload that to GST portal. It will be show you one report, error report, that voucher numbers are same. So how to create multiple series for same voucher type? Or the traditional method, you can create multiple voucher types also. So here I can show by pressing alter voucher type. Okay. So see here, sales and sales Karnataka, I have selected. So this is the one solution that you can prepare multiple voucher types for multiple states. This is the one scenario. Otherwise, you can use the same sales voucher type if you are using 3.0 from the first date of your business. Suppose today you are using a 3.0 and today itself your first bill is there. Karnataka 1 and Maharashtra number 2. Okay, that is possible by KA/1 MH/1. That is possible. Okay, so how you can do that also? By chart of account, voucher type. Right side is the button create VCH number series. Okay, for that you have to select your voucher type. So your cursor must be on your voucher type. Right side is the button create VCH series. Just give your, so suppose I am putting here GJ. GJ is Gujarat, for example, and I am putting here yes numbering automatic, and it is asking for renumber when you are inserting a voucher or deleting a voucher. Insert means you are using alter I on sales register to insert a voucher between two vouchers, and alter A to add a voucher. Okay, there are two commands, alter I, alter A, to insert a voucher or add a voucher, or there is third command, alter D, to delete a voucher. So suppose you are doing these types of commands and you are using, then what happens, numberings are become problematic. So there are two options. Renumber vouchers means by traditionally it is renumbering, but in 3.0 it can retain its original number. Okay, so by default retain is perfect. Then again you can set here advanced numbering. We know that prefix and suffix, there's types of, and this way you can create a series for that sales voucher. Okay, now again alter voucher type, that is a traditional solution, sales Karnataka. Okay, sales Maharashtra or sales Karnataka, you can take anyone, and here you can press F12. Press F12. Here is the option, set method of voucher numbering, yes, and there is another option, default. Okay, define multiple numbering series for vouchers. Suppose that option is no, which is by default no, then so that voucher is already created, I can select create here sales Gujarat. I can select as sales. Okay, and see here, if that option is set as no, okay, which is default behavior of Tally, that option is by default set as no, then it is prompting you for numbering method. And suppose that option is you are going to set here yes. Now that option is removed. Okay, so Tally is not asking you for numbering because it is set in your series. Okay, Gujarat series or Karnataka series. Okay, so here you can press yes, I want multiple. See here, define multiple numbering series, yes, and you can set here either by default or you can set here, you can create here new series. So both way you can create from a voucher type or from that chart of accounts. So before some time we have created for sales. Okay, see here sales. Okay, so suppose I am pressing here yes. So Tally is showing me the list of series I have created. You can create new from here and you can choose here for it is for Maharashtra. I am putting here yes Maharashtra. Save. Nothing to do else. Just press enter, and here is the option. You can set a state that a GST registration type for a specific voucher means I want to use a sales voucher type only for Maharashtra, and I want to use a sales Karnataka for only Karnataka state. Okay, so this type of usage you can use for multiple GST registrations. And here is the another option also. That is also interesting option. That option is saying, okay, series for all GST, see, common series, common voucher numbering series for all GST registrations. Yes or no? Means I am using multiple GST numbering facility, but there are few vouchers like journal, like receipt or payment. It not required to maintain by GST registrations. I want to maintain the numbering as common. Okay, so 1, 2, 3 numbers for Maharashtra, 4, 5, 6 number for Karnataka, 7, 6, 8, 9 for again Gujarat. So this kind of system is possible, and you can use common numbering also. So both is possible. So in that case, you can put here yes, but if entries are passed for that voucher type, it is not allowing you to do numbering. Okay, so once you have created vouchers in that voucher type, it is not allowing you to renumbering. Yeah, so moving to next, that is the topic about numbering only. Okay, numbering. Now moving on, voucher. See here, now my voucher type is Karnataka, sales Karnataka, and see at the top of the voucher GST registration, Karnataka registration. Because I have already said that sales KA is my default voucher type for Karnataka registration. Okay. So, and see number also KA2. KA2 because I have entered one voucher. See, KA1. So why it is required to create a multiple series? That is interesting part for me. So I was just thinking about in 3.0 why Tally is preparing this type of multiple series. Multiple GST number is okay. What is usage of multiple series? See, so I am, suppose I am selling something to a party. I am also providing service to a party. So I want to use service invoicing 1234 and goods invoicing 1234. So in that case, we are always preparing voucher types at different type of voucher types at my master level. Sales service, sales registered, you can say sales interstate, state within state, and sales of exempted goods. So people are preparing multiple voucher types, not required. Very best feature given by Tally here. Suppose I am putting here new voucher and just putting here F8. I want to select here sales. Okay. And series is given. So suppose I am taking here default. Okay. And I am putting here control I. Control I, we know that command, it is information about your voucher. And here is the GST registration option. I can select here. Now Tally is allowing me to change state also. Same voucher I can use for Karnataka, same voucher I can use for Maharashtra, same voucher I can use for Gujarat. So I can select here state as well as I can select my different series. Service bill, goods invoice, whatever. Okay. Post sale discount is there, which is not having any inventory, which is having only amounts, ledger amounts. Okay. So this type of procedure Tally is given from 3.0 and above. So that is the best part I have seen in Tally. So no need to create multiple voucher types. Use a single voucher type with multiple series and same for multiple GST numbers. So here, if I press here MH or GJ, so Tally is asking me that GST number will be 1, invoice number will be 1. So I am putting here something else. Very nice feature given, very nice. So I can select here Karnataka. So I want that sales voucher, which is by default for Maharashtra, but I want to use for Karnataka. So I can select here Karnataka. So very nice feature given. So let's see result. So I have put it some two invoices. One is sales, one number for Maharashtra state, and one is Karnataka. And see that party is at Maharashtra. Okay, party state is Maharashtra. And now because of that Karnataka registration is open, it means I am selling goods from Karnataka to a Maharashtra person. It means it is capturing only IGST, no CGST, and SGST will be calculated. So place of supply is considered depending on your GST registration type. Okay. You can also change GST registration by right side button F3. See, my cursor is there. You can choose GST registration from here. Okay. So let's see by pressing a new invoice button. I am putting here if it sales and just I am taking here image. Okay. Then I am putting here Maharashtra. Yeah, Maharashtra. So here is the person and now it is Maharashtra. So Tally is taking it as CGST and HGST. Part is same. See, central tax and state tax. So in a same Tally, you can using sales Maharashtra to Maharashtra, Karnataka to Maharashtra, and all necessary required features are captured by Tally by default. Not required to prepare two different data and sync and merge and import export. Okay. So let's see GSTR1. How GSTR1 is prepared. Okay. Let's see. Display, statutory report, GST, or you can also go to GSTR 1. GSTR 1. See, now there are 2-3 things Tally have given here. So by default, my period is June. See, 1st June to 30 June. Okay. And my invoices are entered in July. See, July month. So here, Tally have given one option for meals. What option is given? By default, on pressing F12 here, at the end of F12, Tally is given me which period, see, default period on opening the report, which period you want to set as default. So it is by default earlier period, means invoices are done in July, earlier is June. So I can set here current period. Always I want current period. Okay. So GSTR 1. Now if I pressing enter, directly July period is my GSTR 1 period. Suppose I am entering in August and opening GSTR 1, automatically period will be August. Okay. So see here at the left side, GST registration is the window. All registrations are here. Means a GSTR 1 having Karnataka as well as Maharashtra in the same data. But it is suppose I have to file 2 different returns. I have to change to different GST registrations. So right side is the button F3. Which GSTR 1 you want to see? Suppose I want to see Karnataka, enter. Only Karnataka GSTR 1 ready. Suppose I want to see Maharashtra, only Maharashtra GSTR 1 is ready. So after that, we all know how to export and JSON and uploading the return. That is not a big task. But how to change GSTR period, that is on F12. You can set here. I want to set earlier period by default. I want to set current period by default. And this is new one. So if you are watching 3.0 videos, you can see about that unsigned and signed the feature. That is not our current scenario. But that is the features given by 3.0. And here you can change a button with which registration type you want to see. And suppose you want to see all. Suppose you want to see all. Then you can just press escape and go inside. All registrations included with GSTR 1. So that's it. Very nice feature given by Tally, multi GSTN number. Multi GSTN have only few things I can remind you. See, once you set a proper multiple GSTN, then you can set a series by pressing F12, and also you can use multiple series for same voucher type, as well as you can create multiple voucher types, different voucher types for different states. You can say place of supply. And also there is an option like a receipt or payment or journal. You can set, I want to use a common ledgers, common numbering method for all my GST registrations. So you can set here, yes. Okay. Though all systems are given by Tally by default. So you have to just watch videos. I can share a video also. Here in my notes, I have copied a video also. I can, at the FAQ question, I can send that video link. Okay. Now we are moving to a next topic. Okay. Multi GSTIN is done. Now validation of GST and HSN is done. How to book a purchase entry from registered party in the books of unregistered SSC. That is our third topic. Okay. So assume in my suppose let's take the same data. So the data is registered data. Okay, no problem. And assume one party is charging me data invoice. Okay, with GST rates. Okay. Simple trick is there, not the big trick. You can click on voucher, just press F9 for purchase, put a voucher number entry, then just select a party who is going to give you GST rates in invoice. Suppose I am purchasing cash, suppose I am purchasing some blocked credit material like cement and tiles Okay, and I cannot take input tax credit on that also. Also, I cannot take input tax credit supplied from registered person, and I am a non-registered person. So simple trick is there. Only press F11. Just use discount column. Yes. Now I am taking here item A. Suppose I have purchased 10 quantity. Rate is 500. Okay. By default, 500 into 10. So it is 5,000. If I am putting here -5 in discount column, what happens? -5. It will be added back to my value. My value will be 5250. Now not required. Okay. Not required to take GST set off. See, because that CGST and GST I cannot claim as input tax credit. So how to account it? That was the big problem from many unregistered persons. What they are doing now currently, what they are doing, suppose that feature they are not using here. What they are doing, they are taking calculator, just entering manually 5,000 into 5% and just putting here 5250 and effective rate will be adjusted. So every time they are putting these types of tasks. Instead of that, just put here rate as 500 and discount as -5. It will be added. And don't worry, that rate is only for display method. In your stock system, it is calculated as 5250 divided by 10. Don't worry about that. The rate of stock valuation will be 525. Don't worry. Okay. And this way you can use purchase from registered person in the books of unregistered dealer in registered person. That is a very simple way. Simple. Now question will be there. So is it required to maintain to enter that -5 at every time? Suppose I am purchasing item A 10 times in a week. So every time I have to put here -5. So there are two ways. You can also skip this also. You can create purchase price list. You can also create some add-ons, and you can also do some settings like standard cost. Okay, so these types of options there, but this is the way we can prepare that item is purchased from X party with GST and I don't want to take input tax credit. Okay, instead of using a discount column by only +5, it will be reduced. I can use at -5. So use these tricks. That is very simple and useful for small business ones. Okay. So last one is some important few. There are some commands also. So I have to give 10-15 minutes for question answers and discussion also. So SQL commands, we are not taking that so much time. It is very easy. Why SQL command? First, is it required? No. Actually, we can take reports from Tally directly. See, I want a report which can show me party number, GST registration type, GST, GSTIN are same available or not. Okay, so you can use here display GST reports, and you can see here utility and update party GST, same report. Okay, so I am taking here sundry creators and all items, and I can say to Tally all. By default is all. Press F12 here, F12, and see here. Tally is asking you whether you want to address, yes. Whether you want to SCC type territory, yes. Okay, just put here yes. That's it. So report is ready. Name, address, state, country, whether he is registered or unregistered or composition or whatever. And then SSC is from other territory, means maybe a SSC from Delhi, or you can say UT GST or this type of states, and GST number. Then use ledger as common party. So it's not so much important. Set ultra additional details, these are not required, but you can export this return and you can get information about ledgers. But that information is not sufficient for CA. CA always wants some additional information. So that SQL command is required. Okay, first see about HSN also. HSN, rate setup, stock item. Also press here F12 and set whatever you want. GST rate details you want, yes. You can set here breakup of tax, says anything you can, just eligible or not eligible for ITC, yes. Reverse charge is applicable for that item, yes. So which field you want? So just put here yes and see the report is ready. For same purpose, you can use a simple single report for multiple purposes also. So that report is actually for HSN and GST rate updation. Okay, but we are using for fetching data. Yeah. So what is the usage of SQL commands in that case? So here is no any valuation method given, group is not there, stock group. Okay, last sale, last purchase, I cannot know about that that report. From that report I cannot ascertain for which party I have selling that item last time, at which rate. Okay, so all information if you want to take from Tally, just put simple command. I am giving some simple commands here. Just moving to PPT and then I'm going to copy paste it. Yeah. So this is the command. Select dollar name, comma dollar parent, comma dollar income tax number, dollar GST registration type, dollar underscore party GSTN from ledger. And how we can create this command also I can tell here. Just I'm copying this command and moving to data, Control N, calculator panel, Control N, and then press Control V to paste that command and press enter. Finish. Your data is ready. Any column you want to add here. Suppose you want all information. Press Control N, type a command, select space star space from space ledger. Each word differentiated by space and command is select star from ledger. Enter. All ledgers with all information with wanted and unwanted information is there. Everything, PAN number, mobile number, fax number, whether it is registered, unregistered, regular, whether it is duties and taxes or group, debtors or creditors, okay, whether it is created or altered, when it is created, when it is altered, everything, okay, everything. You can see approximately 400 plus columns are there. You can take this Excel and you can make your desired report. Okay, everything you can see, nothing is there hidden, all yes no and everything is there. Okay, so so how that command is prepared by me, select dollar parent and this, nothing very difficult. Just I press that command, select star from ledger, and whatever column headings are there, there are headings, see here at the top. Okay, dollar ST registration date means service tax registration date, LBT registration date, okay, VAT registration date. So everything is here. Just export that command, export that report to Excel and make a favorite list for yourself, which words you want to make use for that single line command. That is single line command. Okay. And in my last session also, I have told about how we can get a report with stock item plus GST rate. Okay. There are few CAs asking me for a report. Suppose a stock summary. I want this stock summary with including GST rate. With including GST rate. So by default, tax is not my cost. So tax is not included in my costing. But there is some reporting systems in tax audit. You have to say that stock is 100 rupees and GST is 5, so 105 is there. Okay, so and you have to just make a comparison, and then whatever is there, you have to process to department that no any impact on taxation on my accounting. And to prove that, you have to prepare stock statement including GST. So in that case also there are commands, and you can directly make command. Anyone is required about that, that session is already there, tax audit from TallyPrime taken by myself, and you can just watch that session. You have just some pinpoints there. That commands are very easy. Okay, mathematical working is there. And also about, you can say select star from stock item. That is a possible. So I can put here control N and control. I can just use this command in my live data. See, control N, control V, enter. So Tally is showing me all my items. See, all my items with wanted and unwanted data, both data. And you can see here all information, all information. Okay. See, average costing, valuation methods, everything. So instead of using all fields, if you want to choose XYZ fields for yourself, then you can use that solution. Just export this data, use columns, which column you want to select, just copy it. Okay, and make command as you want. See, that item when you have sold at last, that is also showing here. Which party you have sold, see here, last purchase date, last purchase party. So these all things are there. Yeah. So that's it from my side. We have taken 4 topics. Just I'm recapping. Live validation of GSTIN HSN, multi GSTN from Tally 3.0, how to book purchase entry from registered person in the books of unregistered person, or in other case also, if I am registered but I don't want to take input tax credit. Suppose I am purchasing clothes from market, which is not my business expenditure, but that invoice having GST rates, but I don't want to take input tax credit. So I'm not interested to take input tax credit, then reverse it. So in that case, you can use discount column directly, discount column with minus percentage. This is logically, mathematically trick for Tally. Otherwise, you have to make all entries manually, basic amount plus GST amount to the value field. Okay, item wise. Then we have seen SQL commands, which are useful for preparing desired reports as per your requirements. Okay, so that's it from my side, madam. So we are ready for question and answers.
Yes, sir. So, sir, in the Q&A, if you're in the chat, I think you were answering at the same time. Q&A, if you have seen, there are 4 questions as of now. 5.
Okay,
Okay.
so can you make favor me for one by one question you can read?
Yeah. Okay. So by Udit Jain, if our client taxpayer converted GSTN from composition to regular or vice versa, so could we identify?
Could be identified. Okay, first let me see. Let me show one thing for all. In 3.0 and above versions, you can make a person registered and unregistered in the same master. Means, suppose here, alter ledger, I am putting that ledger here, it is registered. Okay, it is registered and GST number is there. But meanwhile, that party is unregistered. So he is surrendering his certification. So he want to put here as unregistered. So I am putting here unregistered, enter. Number will be still there. Number will be not removed. And just I am pressing enter. Tally will ask you from which date he is unregistered. Okay. So I am putting here, okay, he is unregistered from 6 December. 6 December and save it. Now see, same party, sometimes it is registered and for some time it is unregistered. So you can say here it is registered and unregistered. That is possible in Tally. Okay, and same thing I can show here in F11 also. Suppose my own company means me, inactive for 2 months. Suppose my Karnataka branch is inactive for 2 months. So just click and backspace here and select inactive. So again, he is asking me, okay, is it inactive from 6 December? Or you can put here new effective date. Okay, it is machine date, today date, last voucher, tomorrow, and you can put here new voucher date. So I can say here 1st January 24, I am closing my branch. So inactive. So from 1st January 24, it is not allowing me to enter any transaction for Karnataka. So both way there is possibility. I am putting for my customers or suppliers. Also, my own registration may be blocked or unregistered for a few period. So that is possible in 3.0. Yeah. Next one, madam.
Next is by Vishwas Bhavisi. In case of multiple GSTN for GSTR1, how bill summary will be given?
Bill summary. Okay. Display statutory report, GST, GSTR1, and it is all registered. Bill summary means which summary they want. I think they want sale
He is
register.
still here. So, Mr. Vishwas, do you want to ask the question directly? Vishwas Bhavisi. Okay, so maybe the next question is also from him. How to know name for SL command?
Name for a SQL command. Okay.
Hmm.
So
And sir,
name.
I think he has reverted document summary in GSTR.
Yeah. Okay. Document summary. So document summary in GSTR1 is here. You can press here enter. So now that registration is for my all registration. Okay. And here are document registration. Okay. See, Karnataka is different and it is different. See, one thing, please note that uh, in case of Karnataka GSTN number, I have to export only transactions related to Karnataka, not related to my Maharashtra registration. Suppose I am selecting here Karnataka as my required registration. In document summary, I can see only my transactions related to Karnataka sales. And that is expected, demanded by department. Department is not asking you if you are in Karnataka, then tell me your Maharashtra document series or numbers. So it is not required. Only the data related to Karnataka, I have to upload to Karnataka government. So that is a simple solution. But suppose you want to see all, then you can just select GSTR1. It is by default all registrations and go to document summary. That will showing both Karnataka and Maharashtra. Yeah. And next one, same person is asking about how to know command name. Correct. I think dollar name. Correct. So that is very easy actually. Select star from ledger is my command. Star means everything I want to see from tally. And here is the name. You can see at the top of the tally. See here, my mouse is there. Title headings of column. That is the only command name. So dollar ST registration date, STREG date. Yeah, like that. So suppose dollar name I am selecting here. So income tax number, see, dollar income tax number. Now I am creating here a command in control panel. I am typing here, select dollar name, comma, space dollar income tax number from ledger and pressing enter. So only name and income tax number will be there. So that command itself available in your column headings. Don't worry. You don't need to study anywhere. You just post a single command, select star from ledger and get all commands in front of your screen. Yeah. Next one.
Next is for SQL report, should we only use ledger table or any other tables are also useful?
Any other table except vouchers, you can say, suppose I am selecting here in control N, I am selecting here, select star from stock groups. Okay, sorry, stock groups, no, stock group only. Okay, stock group. Okay, so I can put here in my database, select star from stock group. So what happens? Stock group related data is there, no problem. Suppose I want to ledger group related data, I can put select star from groups. Groups, there is a groups. Yes, is there. Okay. Cost center, select star from cost center. Okay. Nothing else. It is very easy and very interesting. Next one, madam.
How to record purchase having ineligible input tax credit?
Yeah, very nice question. See, ineligible input tax credit is in 2-3 cases. One is block credit. Suppose material is not eligible for taking input tax credit. Second is that that expenditure is not belonging to your business purpose. Furtherance of business is not in that expenditure. So there is two systems in market. One is to first enter all transaction as per normal purchase. So like you are taking input tax credit first, then you are going to reverse it. That is reversal of input tax credit. Okay, how to take purchase you know, but how to reverse it in voucher, you have to press F7 and right side statutory adjustment button is there. Click it. GST, you can select here decrease in input tax credit, decrease in input tax credit, and the reason is reversal, purchase from unregistered and no, purchase from here maybe you can say ineligible credit or under reverse charge, ITC on account of okay buyer payment 180 days and above and other. Okay, here you can reverse it. So and block credit. So you can reverse it. That is the simple way. You can take set off and reverse it in the same day so that interest will be not eligible to pay. Or second way is you can put a transaction here. You can suppose that item always is not eligible for set off. Then here is the option. Suppose I am creating a stock item. Okay, and here I am putting cloth. Okay, in numbers, and in GST registration, suppose I am putting here. Okay, so here you have to press F12, and there are some options. So GST, let's see here, eligible for input tax credit. Whether you want this option, yes, I want this option, my master. So now Tally is asking me whether this material is eligible for ITC. By default, yes. You can set here no, I don't want this ITC. So automatically that transaction will be under that table and not eligible for ITC. Okay. So this option is available, but you have to press here F12 and you have to enable your required. So reverse charge is applicable, ITC is eligible or not eligible, this type of. Before 3.0, it is negative question. Is ineligible credit, ineligible input tax credit. And from 3.0, it is a question eligible for yes or no. Okay. Because that question was somewhere confusing. Ineligible and eligible, people are get confusing. Okay. Yeah. Next one, madam.
So in reference to the previous question on the table, so he has written, where can we get the list of all tables?
See, this is table list. Nothing but this is the table list. See, create. Okay, in create, group is there. Okay, ledger is there, cost center is there, budget is there. You can say stock item, stock group. This is the list only, nothing else.
Yeah. The next is by, can you please show once again registered to unregistered change in same party ledger?
Okay, so suppose I am selecting altering here. Suppose altering a ledger. Okay, suppose I am altering a ledger, and here is the by default option is regular, registered, unregistered, or whatever. So before 3 point there was unregistered is different and consumer is different. Now it is combined. Okay, so suppose I want to see the party is now unregistered for a few period for 2 months. So I can select here unregistered, enter. GST number will be still there. Don't remove it. Otherwise, you have to put that GST number again and again. Okay. And please note this scenario will be applicable for all. When if that party is blocked by that department, then you have to put that party for a specific period, it is unregistered. Even though he is charging GST in invoice, you can say, sir, it is not eligible to charge from your side because you are blocked, you are suspended, you are unregistered for this period. Okay, so here you can put enter, and as you enter here, enter, accept. So Tally is asking you from which date you want to set this party is unregistered, this party is registered, this party is consumer, whatever. So here you can set a date which is current date, that of voucher date, then date of last entry, today's date, that is machine date, computer date, which is today is 6th December and tomorrow is 7th. Otherwise, you can put here my new date. You can say new date and put any date and set. So by this way, Tally is preparing multiple GST, you can say registration types of a party also. Again, next, madam.
Yeah. SQL query can run for specific voucher entry question.
No, SQL queries are only for primary masters. Primary masters means which are you are going to create from this window. Create. Only you can use these types of masters for SQL queries. SQL query is nothing but it is a master data. Suppose it ledger is there. Ledger is there. We have thousands of settings here. We have multiple fields there. We have multiple types of data entry systems are there. And but we just want to all data in a single line. So that SQL queries are used. SQL queries you can use also for vouchers, but not in default. We have to some modifications in Tally. That is the way. And there is the way for you. Just a minute. I can tell you, instead of using SQL query, all people can use pivot table for Tally. Display account book sales. Take any sales account. Control E, export, configuration, select here Excel. Okay, because which data you are getting from SQL? All data, correct? All. So just I can take also all data from Excel, sale register, see here. Okay, use for pivot table, you have to set here, use for pivot table, show more. And here is the option, export for pivot table. See my cursor is line is there. I am putting here, yes. Now Tally is asking again few settings. Tally is showing me stock item related properties required. Yes. You want ledger properties, GST properties, dispatch, orders, export, all properties. I say yes, I want. Save and export. So I am just watching that debook.xls. Yes. Enter. Now, this is the command. This is the useful trick for you all. You can use item invoices related all data here, item HSN code, item rate, GST percentage, then its ledger group. See here, HSN is there, GST rate is there. It is called as pivot table. The data is ready for your pivoting. Okay, but important thing is you cannot use this command for non-inventory vouchers, means service invoice, where you are just selecting debit and credit ledger. It is not for this type of vouchers. This shortcut, this trick is useful for only item invoice. It is called as pivot table from Excel, Tally. So, but that is the answer for your question. You cannot use SQL commands for vouchers directly from Tally. You have to take some modifications.
Yeah. The next question by Bhavika Gandhi. How to account expenses in one ledger head having inputs and input services different rate of GST?
Wow. That was actually commonly asked question for by anyone, but I will like to answer that. That is very important question for everyone. So, and it is normal practice that a single invoice having multiple GST rates. Simple trick is there. Press F9. Okay. Press F9 and change mode. Change mode account invoice. Okay. And here I am putting invoice number. I am selecting the registered party. And here, suppose I am taking AMC charges. Let's take AMC charges. ठीक है. I am putting here 2500. 2500. Okay. Here you have to just make sure that in F12, one option modify tax details for GST. See here, modify GST and HSN related. Yes. By default, it is no. You have to set here yes. Then Tally will prompt you for this ledger which percentage you want to select. So I am putting here just I want from master, or I want to set here. So I want to set here. Otherwise, Tally will consider as 18%. See here at the gray window, it is asking for 18%. No, I don't want 18. I want to set here. So I can say taxable or exempt. Yes, taxable. Is it interstate, local, whatever you can select here, or Tally can take from party master and your place of supply master. Okay. It is by default local purchase taxable. Tally consideration is local purchase taxable. Okay. I want 5%. Enter 2.5, 2.5. Eligible for ITC by default is yes. Control A. Now I am selecting a same ledger, you can say, and which is at the rate 25%, 28%, sorry. So I am putting here 6,000. Now I am selecting here taxable 28%, control A. Now I am taking here CGST and SGST. And you can see by pressing Alt A, Alt F1, you can see same ledger with multiple GST rates we can take in a same voucher. Also, you can take multiple ledgers. Suppose I am selecting here printing and stationery. So how can I set a printing stationery at GST rate? Punching machine at the rate 5%, notebook at the rate 12%, pen at the rate 18%. So it is not possible to set GST rate for this ledger. Also, it is not possible to set inventory for printing and stationery because that is not my inventory part. These inventories are not my stock items. So I can use this trick always. Printing and stationery. Here I can say 500 rupees I have purchasing notebook. Enter. And here you have to just enable. First, it is important to enable GST applicable or not. At least you have to set here GST applicable. Nothing else. Select and save. Okay. And Tally is asking you obviously for GST rate. So you can say here, okay, it is taxable and 5%. And again, I am taking printing stationery, but books are purchased or anything is purchased and which is exempted. So I can select here exempt also. I can select here exempt. So that is also possible. And Tally is selecting local purchase exempt. So that is possible. And you can see Alt A, Alt F1, exempt purchases there and taxable purchases here. Clear, madam? And this is very interesting that if you are going to save this voucher, Tally will asking you one message. That is the main important thing. In these types of voucher, you have to press here O. O is the override. Otherwise, if you press Y or enter, it is considered that you are going to resolve this error in GST returns. But we don't want to resolve this error. I don't want this voucher become a part of error vouchers. So uncertain transactions, I can put here O as override. Why override? Because in master I am saying 5%, 18%. In voucher I am saying exempt. In voucher I am saying 28%. So that you have to press here override. So that is the very nice question by madam. Thanks for that. And everyone, please note this voucher type is useful in which cases. 1. Bank charges charged by bank. Just select here bank name and select here bank charges. You can take ITC of bank charges irrespective of invoice generated by bank. That is allowed to the bank. You cannot ask bank for invoices. You can take DD commission, CC renewal charges, all charges you can take as input tax credit. Second, Vodafone, BSNL, Airtel, whatever your telephone connections are there, you can take input tax credit by this way also. Next, in that case, at least rates are fixed, 18%. But printing stationery, repair maintenance, AMC charges, sundry expenditures, packing charges. These types of expenditures never sit with a single rate because it is not either service, not either goods in my books. I can set printing stationery as my ledger only, and I can take 5%, 12% exempt and 28% for same ledger. Don't create multiple ledgers. That's it. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Next is by Virendra Shah. How can GSTN be validated without e-way bill login?
Okay. Actually saying that is not possible from Tally, but you can copy that number. You can copy that number and directly go to GST portal. And there is the facility to validate GST now. Suppose, but you have to, for that, just a minute, I can try here. That is simple actually. So just to put here GST portal. Okay, there is very simple trick in search taxpayer. Search by either GST or either PAN, whatever. So I can say here search by GST number or PAN you can use. And as you click here, department will ask you CAPTCHA code because it is important. So CAPTCHA is 369988. Enter. That's it. You can see all informations. Even you can see the return table of that party, which HSN code dealing with that party, and show filing table and return filing frequency. So filing table means you can say which returns filed by that party, which returns not filed by that party. So not filed. See,
This, I think, BS Venkatesh has written, where can we enter GST e-way bill user ID and password?
oh,
How to
oh,
create e-way bill password?
okay. So actually Tally have given few videos on that, but that is not a big issue. You have to just create your e-way bill login. Okay. First create your e-way bill login. Then in e-way bill login, right side registration button is there, registration. In that you can say GSP for GSP, GST Suvidha Provider. Then your process will be completed, OTP and that process is completed. Then in Tally, where it should be entered. So suppose I have entered at morning. So it's not required to enter again and again here. Okay. So suppose now it's not required to me to enter again, but I am just exiting from my Tally and again I am opening same data. Okay. Now Tally will ask me in that case that your answer will be there. See, suppose I am taking my data here, login ID and password. Okay. I think if I exit from Tally, Tally will ask again. So alter ledger for party. I'm selecting here get GST info. Yes. No, Tally is not asking for 24 hours because it is set in Tally GST portal. Now it is not asking me. So tomorrow I can show, but here is the button. If you press here yes and set here yes, Tally will prompt you username and password. And that username always start with API underscore. Means API word should be there and underscore should be there. So that is the user ID you have to use. Don't use your e-way bill login credential here. Use only GSP user ID and password. GSP. And suppose you have any query related creation of registrations, creation of GSP user ID, then there is an option in Tally. There is a video also. Okay, how to register for from Tally. So that is given by itself in help.tallysolution.com. So use it. Yeah. Next one, madam.
The next question is it possible to generate report for the purchase bill payment made within 180 days or not? Or after 180 days when it is made with the amount and date of GST purpose?
Um, okay, means again, can you read it?
Yeah. Is it possible to generate report for the purchase bill payment made within 180 days or not? Is
Huh?
it possible? Huh. Is it
Yeah, yeah.
possible to generate report for the purchase bill if the payment is made within 180 days or not?
Yeah, I can show you. Just a minute. If I have credential with my logins here, so I can show that previous questions answer also. P N G H G H. If it is possible, I can show from my side.
Stop the screen share while you're putting something, your sensitive
No
credentials.
problem.
Yeah.
What happens that credentials are different actually, and API credentials are different. So I can always remember API credentials because available is not eligible for us. Okay, so that
Okay.
yeah, so that is that question I can take. Next question. Uh, See here, display statement of account outstanding or payable. Okay, also you can take from go to and payables, and here you can use bills payable aging method by bill date, and set here 180 and set here 0. 180 then 0. 0 to 180 is the first column, and 180 to unlimited next all days is the second column. Enter, your report is ready. Okay, so which figure is 180 and above and which figure is below 180, you can select from payable, aging method, by bill date or by due date. Please note that by due date is your business credential. Government says from the date of bill invoice 180 days you have to count. So credit days, you can say rupees 15 is the rate. You can say early payment will be rupees 40. After 30 days rate will be 50. After more 50 days rate will be 100 rupees. So these credentials are defined by supplier and customer in between internally. Legally says you have to set from bill date to your uh, date or date of reporting. Okay, suppose 31st is your date of reporting. So from 1st April, it will be considered as it is above 180. Okay, so by this way, you can select here 180 and 0. Likewise, you can also use for MSME reporting is there 45 days and above, set here 45, 180 and then 0. So that is also possible. So 45 days credit limit is only for micro, small and medium enterprises. So you can set from here also. Yeah. Yes, madam. Next one.
Yeah. How to print the invoice without showing the stock items?
Without showing the stock items. Display account book sales register. Just select any item, Control P, and configure. Here you can say ITEM. You can press here item and see here display name of stock item. Okay, no item wise details. Just a minute. You have to set here inventory. Sorry, inventory. Configure. Key quantity QU. Yeah, sorry. Show quantity. No. Rate no. And now see the preview. So here is no quantity column. You can also hide rate column and then value. That is possible. By this way. So you can, if you want to hide a rate, so you can hide rate also. Show rate, no. So rate will be hidden. Okay. So this way you can handle without item, without quantity, without it. But you cannot remove inventory items if item invoice is prepared. Service invoice you can use only ledgers. Okay, in that case you can say quantity no, rate no. But if it is in item invoice, then you cannot say I don't want item name also. At least item name will be there. Yes, madam. Next one.
I actually also put a comment in the chat box if the session was useful, because you always come up with so many good ideas so that people will benefit. Let's hear something people have to say for this. And so the next question is by Mr. Shankar. Will in GST report changes of GST validity of party effect form, will in GST report changes of GST validity of party effect form effective date? That is, it changes from B2B reports to B2C reports from effective date.
Okay. I think that is also possible in Tally display statute report GST utility, and here if I am setting here GST rate for ledger, okay, and here I think here is the multiple, okay, they want party master, okay, then you have to use I think it's not in default, means you can see each party singly, but you cannot cumulatively, you cannot create a report. We have to search. We can comment, madam, just take it in the note, because that is important. So actually they want to ask us, suppose a party having registered for a period and unregistered for a different period. So they want to see a single party for which period it is unregistered, which period it is unregistered. So if that asking is for only single, that is possible. That is possible. But they are asking about multiple parties. So we have to search. See here in a ledger, here you can see right side history is there. More details, and here you can say GST registration. GST registration. Okay. So Tally can show you what kind of GST registrations they have. Here you can say multiple. See here, that is possible for single party. So Tally is showing me from 1st April that party is registered, and below it will be make a calendar from which date it is unregistered, which date it is another any category, but it is for a single party. I don't think currently there is any single report which can show multiple parties in a same window. Okay, but we will get back to you about this feature. If there is any possibility, then we can do.
Okay.
Yes, something is there in question answers.
So yes, I think we're already short of time. So let us see what question.
One question is there, I think.
Mhm.
While uploading GSTR1, JSON have taxable supply and exempt supply. Taxable turnover in GSTR1 on portal, which will result in difficulty. Yeah. So please, it is my suggestion to use 4.0 beta. There are some enhancement done in 4.0 beta related JSON. Okay, there are 6-7 updates in 4.0. So please copy your data as a backup and use 4.0 as a beta version, and see in that if your problem is resolved, then it is update, it is will be coming in gold version of 4.0. It may be month end or weekend,
So
but
on
that is
that note,
possible.
actually, so like I said before at the beginning of session, that something exciting is coming up. So the launch date is planned for 12th of December, that is next week.
Wow.
So as we have a huge audience, we are having a physical event. At the same time, the event will be live streamed. So fresh invites will be sent to you for the virtual launch event. That is maybe today evening or tomorrow positively. Please do register so that you can see what new features Rajendra sir is talking about.
Yeah. Yes. Thank you. So I think all questions are covered. Only
Yeah,
one question we
I
have
think
to note.
Mr. Sandesh, Mr. Sandesh Poddar. Sir, do you have a question? You just raise a hand now. Okay, and so we have a comment from Mr. Vishwas. Thank you for the informative session. Where do we get the video of the session? So like always, all the sessions of CA Connect are uploaded at our community portal. I will just put in the link once again. And also under the YouTube channel of Tally CA Connect series. I will upload within a day or two once the editing is done. Rajendra, do we need to edit some of the part? Do let me know so that I can get the video prepared.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay. So we are done with the questions. Should we see? So can you just have a glance through if something can be done? So summary, the session was really helpful. All thanks to Rajendra sir. CA Manoj Rodrigo. Sir, do you have a question? CA Manoj? Okay, so you do not have a question. One last question, sir. Is maintain bill by bill necessary to enable edging report?
Sorry, again, is maintain
Is
bill by
bill
bill.
by bill maintaining bill by bill
Yeah.
necessary to enable an
Yeah.
edging
That
report?
is that is actually question with hidden parts. Actually, uh, see the system we have to follow, sir. Bill by bill, if you are not preparing, so Tally is asking all customers to maintain bill by bill since 1986. There was Tally 4.0 because bill by bill is now requirement which uh, for which taxation. It is for income tax purpose because you have to report for 45 days and more for MSME. Then for GST, for 180 days and above, if you are not paying to a party, you have to reverse that with that ITC with reverse interest and penalty. So even bank also asking which stock you have in your hands or which debtors. Also also nowadays there is some upcoming some amendments that chartered accountant has to check bank statement versus your actual tally data. It means if you are giving some wrong aging or wrong data, so suppose some clients are enjoying more than expected, that CC limits. So banks are strictly working on that. So bank for tax audit, for GST purpose, if department is asking, then why should we avoid it? And so client has to change their accounting methods as per laws. So this is the big trouble actually. So I was uh, just I was thinking about that question is not asked by anyone, but that was finally asked. So we have to change our accounting system, sir. And how you are going to make aging reporting on Schedule 3? Schedule 3 is asking you to report 180 days and above. So you cannot say no, there is no data in maintain. And you cannot say first in, first out and last in, first out. There are some tools also in market. You can work from that, but that is not a correct way by that way. Okay. So don't avoid, you have to train client and you have to follow the systems.
So we have Uttam sir with us. Hello, Uttam sir. You have a
Hello.
question? You have a comment?
That particular question of bill wise is required as per the company's law also now, both
Oh,
under payables as well as receivables. And when it comes to the banking industry, the banking says the data which are more than 90 days old are not considered to be eligible for
TP,
drawing.
drawing power.
Yeah, so all that issues are there. So it is the businessman who is more interested in having billwise than the other one, because the banana story happens. Once a payment is made and if the invoice is of the same value, that person will always say that this is for that invoice and this is for that invoice.
Yeah.
So that's the reason why people have started maintaining billwise, and it is advisable to maintain billwise to at least have your accounting settlement easily done. Other than the statutory requirement, it is the business requirement which the billwise should be maintained.
And one thing I will add to sir's answer also. Please note that Tally have capability to maintain bill by bill for non-revenue account also. Revenue accounts means you are maintaining bill by bill for sundry debtors and creditors. But you can see in F12 there is option maintain bill by bill for revenue accounts. Means a telephone expenditure ledger is there, you can maintain it by bill. So which telephone bill you are not paying, that is also available in Tally.
Sir, to put it straight, to maintain bill wise for all ledgers,
Yes.
that is the concept.
Yeah, that is the concept. And in upcoming days, GST have just going on strictly, and they are watching which bill is paid. And even if you are using SAP and this type of SAP and these types of ERP, they are by default saying you have to use it. And Tally is saying
Tally has
that
one
from
more, sir.
1986.
And if it is, if you are increasing the security level, you can also say that on account will not be allowed.
Yeah, correct. That was the very nice feature given in 2.0 and more fee releases. So you can avoid on account. So user cannot enter on account entry. So he has to select at least any bill. So all ERPs, all softwares, all accounting concepts and GST, banks, Company Act and ICI, everybody asking for bill by bill. Please make this underline that bill by bill it should be maintained. Yes, thank you, sir, for answer.
Thank you.
Thank you, Uttam sir. And I think in the interest of time, we will have to conclude the session. Rajendra sir have put his contact details in the chat box. So, and people asking for the video, we will upload it in a day or two. We'll try our best that it gets uploaded by tomorrow or day after, for sure, for your confidence. Rajendra sir, we have one more raised hand. Would you have the time to take one more question?
Yes, no problem.
Okay, okay, both the hands raised were gone. Oh, okay, so Miss Bhavika, I think I saw your name. Do you have a question? Okay, so that's about it. Thank you so much, Rajendra sir. As always, your sessions are very informative and very useful and always in high demand. Thank you so much for your time and for your idea to take this session today. For the next week, we will definitely come up, actually not at the CA Connect, please join the virtual launch event of Tally 4.0. Post that, we will take individual features of TallyPrime 4.0 and showcase the useful with another Tally expert. Definitely, we will have Rajendra sir because no one beats him. Thank you so much. I will now conclude the session.